Welcome AI investors. It's April 17th edition. We're opening up 529 on the S&P, it looks like, or the SPY, a slight bump. We're in this range still. We're watching closely this wave 5. We'll see if there's a continuation pattern in the coming days. Just looking at volumes here, we have a huge buying volume spike, green bar here on the trading view. So yeah, there's some conviction to this move. Maybe it'll, like I said, maybe there'll be some more volatility here, and I think there'll be a resolution to the upside, at least in the short run, in the next maybe few months. And then we want to see where this move goes. Does it break out to all-time highs, or does it kind of momentum stall out and we retest this area? We could retest it sooner with wave 5, but usually these take a couple months at least to work themselves out. So right now it's kind of a wait and see approach. Big movers in the pre-market is UNH, big mover. So they're down to 467 in the pre-market. We do see kind of this top forming here, almost like a megaphone pattern. So yeah, if it breaks below this low here, 440, I would expect a retracement maybe down to this level, 370, pretty quickly in UNH. So definitely looks like a topping pattern to me. So this kind of looks like a consolidation move, either higher or lower. So whatever the break is, yeah, whenever that is, it's going to kind of cause a downdraft in UNH. So we see the megaphone pattern here, just like before in the S&P and the Qs. So same pattern exists. So they all kind of trade, it's roughly in tandem, but yeah, we're seeing a big sell-off in UNH. I'd expect it to at least retest 440. So that's what I'm looking at for UNH, and then we want to see if it breaks below. If it breaks below, there could be a good opportunity there. But if it holds, then that 440 could become a buying area just in the short run. But we do see that there are gaps. Like here's a gap at 406, right? That has to be filled at some point. So yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if we broke 440. We go to 406 pretty quickly. So that could be a good like 5-10% a trade that's going on in that one. So yeah, the TTD is still bottoming. So yeah, we still see this kind of bottoming pattern in TTD. I think it's overblown. I think it's overdone in the short run. I think this is kind of just panic selling at this point. We're down nearly $100 a share. We've definitely filled this gap here. We filled this gap here. So yeah, there's only a couple lower gaps, but those date back years and years and years. So yeah, so if it breaks below this area, this 40 area, which it could in theory break below 40, then it would go straight down and fill the lower gaps like at 20 and so on. So yeah, to be continued in TTD. I do think most of the worst news is priced in this stock, but again, it's hard to tell. Soxel, so we're seeing still a good buy range in Soxel. Soxel is bottoming here. I would expect in a 6 month to a year time frame that we'll get a similar move as to what we've done in the past. So you have this bottom here, right? It retests and then you bull, retest, then bull, retest, then bull. So that's where I'm looking at. So this is going to retest, which it did already. It's kind of bottoming here, and I expect some bull move coming up in SOXL in the coming, let's say, 6 months to a year. So if you have the time to wait and place some money in there, then it's probably a decent bet. Gold is, I mean, gold is parabolic. So people are just piling into gold, thinking it's just a safe haven asset, and also for the miners such as Newmont. Now, with Newmont, for example, what we want to see is a definitely a consolidation above this blue line and does not retrace back into this triangle. Because if it does that, then if it retraces and comes in here, then it's likely headed lower. And Newmont and all those companies, they've been, cheap for for a long, long, long time. So since the early 90s. So they are very slow movers, these companies. They're not going to double or triple, in a snap of a finger. So yeah, if it breaks out of this top eventually, then I'll turn more bullish. This huge consolidation that we've had in Newmont over since the early 90s, then I'll turn bullish on Newmont. Otherwise, I think this trade is kind of like wait and see. Let's see if this holds or just falls back into the channel. It's kind of hard to say if it's going to fall back into the channel, but there are multiple gaps leading downward. So it's definitely going to fill those gaps. It's just a matter of when, right? So let's just continue to take a look at that. So just a few quick market updates for this morning, April 17th. Take care. And as always, let the markets be with you. Like, subscribe, and comment. Take care.